Minnesota Vikings are searching for who's going to call plays on the defensive side of the ball as their next defensive coordinator, and one of the in-house candidates we suggested was assistant to the regional head coach Mike Pettine. Of course, Pettine has tons of experience, and it does make sense that the Vikings are at least kicking the tires and lighting the fires on the former Browns head coach, former Packers DC, former Jets DC, etc. Rap sheet, go. The Vikings are interviewing Mike Pettine, the former Packers DC and current assistant head coach for the vacant DC job, source says. And then also Flores' interview is going to be tomorrow. So that's all exciting. And with Pettine, when he came aboard as assistant head coach last offseason, there had been speculation that he would be the defensive coordinator before Ed Donatel eventually got the job. And of course, Mike Pettine and Kevin O'Connell, they go way back like chiropractic. Pettine was DC of the Jets when Rex Ryan was head coach, when they acquired Kevin O'Connell from the Patriots. Spent a couple years there, got to know each other, practiced against each other every single day. And then also when Mike Pettine got the Browns job, he gave O'Connell his first coaching position as the quarterback's coach on his staff. Also, Johnny Manziel cameo. Come on down. Also, do you know who Mike Pettine's offensive coordinator was one of those seasons? John DeFilippo. That's right. JTF, man. Time is a flat circle. And of course, this year when Donatel and the defense struggled, we said that it made all the sense in the world for Mike Pettine to step in and not completely change the defense, but call a more aggressive game plan from the existing framework, but didn't quite work out. And yes, Pettine, we remember him as Packers DC is what it is. But overall, like Pettine's defensive ranks as either the defensive coordinator or head coach been pretty decent. So, of course, asterisk as defensive coordinator from 2009 to 2012 with the Jets because, of course, Rex Ryan had a big hand in that defense and was calling plays for the most part. Although Pettine did intermittently call plays, Rex Ryan did impose as well at times, of course. But the Jets defense was solid those number of years. Then Pettine went to the Bills for one season under Doug Marrone to be his own guy away from out of Rex's sizable shadow, and had the third PFF defense in 2013, which led him to get the Browns job. And he was there in Cleveland for 2 seasons, didn't quite go as planned. And then 2018, he got back on the horse as coordinator of the Packers. Now, they improved every season under his tutelage, but they decided to go in a different direction. Because it's interesting because McCarthy was still with the Packers 2018 when he hired Pettine, and then the 12-year-old boy 2019-2020 kept Pettine around. And even though statistically 2020 was one of their better statistical years, they still decided to go in a different direction there. And right now the Vikings have four candidates that they've requested interviews for or are planning to interview. Sean Desai just completed his interview yesterday. Ryan Nielsen was done a couple of days ago. Ryan Flores, as reported, will be tomorrow, as well as Mike Pettine is going to be getting in the mix as well. And overall, I do like the idea of Flores. I do like the idea of Desai as well as Nielsen. Want some young, fresh blood in there. But Mike Pettine, I don't know, like Kevin O'Connell obviously has a great relationship with him. He named him his freaking assistant head coach after all. So if they do stay in-house, I mean, Pettine does have a decent pedigree. And if it's also a complete possibility that these young guys, Desai, Flores, Nielsen, they look at the Vikings opportunity. It's like this is a tear down, a rebuild. They're probably going to be bad. I don't want any part of this, so I'm going to decline it even if they offer me the job. So it may just be Pettine by default. It's quite possible. But anyways, lots of possibilities at this stage of the game. But I think at least taking a look at in-house candidates does make a lot of sense. But your thoughts are thoughts. Minnesota Vikings going to interview assistant head coach Mike Pettine for the defense coordinator opening. Let us know your thoughts on our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.